Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is Serendipity, Chapter 87, titled Chief Editor to the Rescue. That's what you always say, he said with a smile. You go and do just that. At the end of that week, you stood on the doorstep and sadly waved Deku off. As the time had gotten closer for him to leave, he had expressed desires about not going, but you kept encouraging him, knowing he would have felt guilty had something happened on the mission and that he had decided not to go at the last minute. With a sad look on his face, he hopped into the back of the taxi and closed the door with a hand raised to the glass. You knew you were going to see him in a week, so why were you suddenly feeling so emotional? Not wanting to trigger Deku, you kept smiling and waving as the taxi pulled away from the curb, and the minute it had gone around the corner, you let your guard down and tears fell quickly from your eyes. It's fine. You'll be fine, you coached yourself, wiping your eyes as you slowly waddled back inside the house. Your feet feeling very heavy and swollen, and your back feeling like it was going to get crushed by the weight of your baby pulling it out of alignment. Walking slowly to the kitchen, you got yourself a drink, then went to lie down, falling asleep immediately. It was around 9 p.m. when you woke and you checked your phone. Deku had texted, as you expected, and was keeping you updated with everything that was happening, and you quickly replied, apologizing for the late replies you'd fallen asleep. He responded immediately. We're about to board the plane now. I'm between Kachan and Todoroki, he sent, and you smiled. He doesn't want me to worry about who he's sitting next to or anything. Content, you wished him a good flight, and then went to order dinner. The next few days were quiet, and a little lonely for you. This was the first time Deku had been away on a mission since you two got together, and you really did miss him. You would text each day, morning and night, and he would fill you in on what was happening so that you felt like you were up to date. We have a press conference tomorrow, talking about the mission, Deku said. They want a statement from us, so that it stops any other villains trying to do the same thing as what this group did, that we just took down. Good luck, I hope it all goes well, you sent back. How are you, he then asked. Is our little girl being good for Mummy? You smiled as you sent back a reply. Yes, she's being very good. I'm glad, he sent in reply, and you could almost feel the warmth in his message. We have to go now, so I'll text you before I go to bed. Okay, love you, you sent. I love you more, Yin. You're my one and only, he replied. You smiled as you put the phone down. The next morning you got up and put the TV on like you usually did. Having slept in a little more than usual, you had missed the morning report, but the news seemed to be buzzing and you caught a special update report that happened to be on as you switched the TV on. On screen was a picture of Deku, holding Uraraka's hand in his, and they were both smiling at each other. Is our favourite hero cheating? The newscaster asked. Your heart sank. The image of them being so happy together, combined with how beautifully slim and unpregnant Uraraka looked, made you lose your appetite, and you put your breakfast down on the table. At a press conference last night, these two were seen getting very close and cosy, the news reporter said. Eyewitnesses say that it was obvious that there were romantic feelings shared between the two. Bitter tears sprung into the corner of your eyes as you looked at the picture. You had been missing Deku more and more each day, and this was just salt being rubbed into the wound of loneliness. The news reporter kept talking about your man and Uraraka and how they spent the night together, and you realised that you had never received another message from Deku. Come to think of it, he hadn't texted you this morning either. You got up out of your chair and waddled down the hall to get your phone, unplugging it from the charger and turning the screen on. No messages. Hurt, you tried to think rationally and calmly. Izuku wouldn't do that. He wouldn't cheat on me. We're going to have a baby soon. He loves me. It's just the media. They always lie. But why didn't he text me? Is he still with her now? No, don't think like that. He's just sleeping still. He might not have wanted to text me late in case I woke up, but... You tortured yourself with wild thoughts for the next hour as you tried to contact Deku's phone, but to no avail. It was while you were trying to text him that you received a call from the chief editor from Heroes Daily, and you answered as happily as you could. Hello? Yin, he greeted you. You've seen the lies on TV by now, I assume? You paused. I hope they are, you said, emotions starting to show in your voice. They are. I have all the other photos and video of what happened last night at the press conference, and don't worry, I'm publishing a story right now telling the truth about what happened, but I wanted to tell you first so that you wouldn't be worried." You sighed with relief. "Thank you," you said gratefully. "My hormones ran away with my thoughts for a bit there. What actually happened?" Uravity slipped as she was walking up on stage, and he grabbed her to stop her from falling over. This picture that's going around is shortly after he grabbed her arm. It looks like they're sharing a moment, but when you see the footage, it's a shot amongst millions. There's no moment between them, I can assure you that, and I'm going to post the full video so that people can see it. Tears of relief flooded down your face. "Thank you," you sniffed. "You're very welcome. I want to expose the media. That's very cruel what they've done, considering that you're due any day now," he said. "Leave it with me. I won't let them label your lovely husband a cheater." Yay, go the editor. I stan the editor. He's awesome. Stay tuned for chapter 88 coming tomorrow.